November 8th, 2025, and I just learned a new song on the kalimba, just playing by myself. I want to talk about something I prayed for recently. I've been watching House of David, this amazing show about the life of David, and the character of David truly inspires me in every aspect of his life. Being an outcast, being chosen by God. He's a polymath. He's a poet, a singer, a musician. He's a king, a shepherd, a warrior. This guy's insane. And so as I'm inspired, I've been inspired to pick up the kalimba as David, picks up his lyre. In fact, yesterday I actually bought a lyre on Amazon, a pentatonic lyre with 7 strings, because I want to play just the music. And I feel like I've been just attracted to music because of this show. And I've just been playing a lot on the kalimba. And I'm as I'm playing the notes, I'm beginning to have these revelations on music that I've never had before, like chords and the beauty of sounds when you put it in this way, and also mixing it up and stuff. And I just started playing, and I was like, wow, I didn't know it could sound like that. I didn't know AF is a chord like this, but you can also play AF and A on the lower scale. That's a chord right there. You also have E and C, and you can play ECE for that chord. And I started playing because I remember this was many months ago, but I learned Worthy Is Your Name, the song, the worship song. So it goes worthy is your name, worthy is your name, Jesus. So I only play the individual notes, but then I started to play them with chords and this fun two-handed action. Just look at this, and I'm learning you can make it sound so beautiful and melodic. And this is what I learned and taught myself. I'm just gonna play it all through what I learned, and I may mess up because I'm just learning this, but it's all in God's grace. So worthy is your name, Jesus. You deserve the praise. Worthy is your name. So I'm learning those chords. I've never been able to beautifully play that in sync, but I was practicing. I'm still practicing. Worthy is your name. This versus this. I was learning that A flat, and I started singing to myself the chords and notes E, F, G, C. This actually helps me visualize the notes as I speak them. E, F, G, C, A, F, A, C, A, F, F, E, C, E, G, E, E, C, F, G, C, G, E, G, B, D, B, G, E, G, and I started pronouncing it geg, AF, af, C, E, C, ek. Imagine I actually wrote AF, so it's af, right? This is af. Then you have E, C, ek. Then you have G, E, ge. And then C, C, E, the final chord. And I started playing that on a row. I was af. I was literally, this is myself in the thing. I was af, ek, ge, C, C, E. And I was ke. I'm trying to word out the letters and see them at the same time. It's actually very helpful for memorization on the notes if you speak it and you see it at the same time as you play the notes. So and it helped me memorize the song. F, E, F, G, C, A, F, A, C, A, it again. E F G C A F A C A F A F B C E G B G B C E D C E D B C E F G C Geg G E G Geg, that's another chord. Geg B D B Geg E Geg B D B G F E D C C E. So that's like my progress on the kalimba. This is a really fun instrument. I also can't wait. The Amazon shipment of the lyre comes in today, so like just playing it on my own, it's helpful in such a busy environment, you know, like entrepreneurship and like kind of just not having other hobbies other than work for a very long time. I'm starting to see myself in like just different fields, like music, like poetry. Like I'll say this as well, like my prayers and my journal entries have been long and thoughtful. Like I haven't been journaling this pensively, I could say pensively and thoughtfully in a long time. Like some of these journal entries are like 4 or 5 pages long each, and it's just me pouring my heart out and documenting what happened this week. Like this week from November 3rd to November 8th, like this entire week, from last week's men's retreat at the well to the revelation I had on the 3rd and 4th, to the calls I had, to how I show up on work, to the revelation on November 6th, to the visions and experiences I had with Jesus on the rooftop on November 6th, to the angel experience I had on November 6th in my shower, to yesterday I had a call with Angelo. Like that was so Holy Spirit filled. Like God has been moving so much in my life, and he's been changing me. Like, and I kind of like it because it's like he's changing me into like, I think the spirit of David or the character of David, not to be David, but like, I don't know, I'm desiring like poetry more, music more. I have a heart for God, like David's depicted as a man after God's own heart, and I truly feel like that's me. And David also, he's one of the most interesting, if not my most favorite character in the whole Bible, because he's such a special kid. Like he was before he became king, he was just a boy shepherd without like a big, God had a calling on his life even when he was a shepherd, and he was anointed by Samuel, called to the house of Saul, persecuted, was basically chased away for his life, and he wrote all those psalms in that beautiful moment of like despair. And I'm sure he was going through so many emotions and just that life of terror. I'm sure like people after his own life, and he wrote so many of those psalms. And that's why I also love Psalms so much. It's like so many of the Psalms are written by David during that time, and he eventually became and you could say stepped into the fullness of the calling and identity God called him to be the technically second ever king of Israel, but he became like the next king of Israel through all of this. And like the story of David is just so interesting to me, and it's amazing how he's a polymath, you know, and I look up to him as a hero. Like truly, David's one of my heroes. So yeah, that's the update. Music wise, poetry wise, David wise, yeah, God is good. God is moving, and he's changing me. So Elijah Kim, November 8th, 2025. Talk to you later. See you.